Well, we are breaking over into our third week. I want to encourage you, be sure that you keep your focus upon prayer. Today in the sermon, we talked about the importance of spending time. We talked about the school where the violinists were trained, and the difference between the masters and those who were average was not their talent. It was not their calling. It was the amount of time they dedicated to their craft. You and I want to become good at praying. Now here's what you'll discover happens. The better you get at something, the more you do it. For example, I don't play golf very much because I'm not very good at it. But if I was good, I would like to play it. The better you get, the more you do it. The better you get at prayer, the more you're going to like it and the more you'll do it. We talked about in your prayer time begin with praise, with thanksgiving and worship. Then we talked about confession of sin. Under that we talked about being sure to forgive other people. Number 2, confession of your own sin. Number 3, the confession of the blood of Jesus. And then 4, thanking God for your forgiveness. That gets you cleaned up. Now you can go into intercession or to prayer. The next tab I have is called personal prayer. Now, these are going to be shorter, but you'll see the idea. I've got 4 sections under personal prayer. Number 1 is my top 5. What are the top 5 things I'm praying for? The reason I have 5 is because if I have my prayer list there, I could have 30 or 40 things there. But by having my top 5, I can pray for those very intentional, very regular. Well, the others I may not pray for, but maybe once a month or once every 2 months. But the top 5 are my hot buttons. Under that, then I tend to go in P's because I like rhyming things. I pray for my person. That will be the other things that are not on my 5. Then I pray as a partner. I can pray for my wife. Then I pray as a parent. I can pray for my kids. So I've got 4 categories. My top 5, my prayer as a person, my prayer as being a partner, my prayer as being a parent. So I pray for my personal things next. After I prayed for those, I shift to the next section, and that is what we call intercessory prayer, praying for others. Number 1, I have my top 5 list again. Here are the top 5 things I'm praying for about Lakeview. Then the second thing is I pray for the church. There may be other things down there that are beyond the top 5 that I want to pray for. Then I would pray for leadership, people who are leading small groups, staff, teams, things like that, team members. I pray for leadership. And then I pray for specific requests. I can pray for those who are members of the body. I can pray for people I want to see saved. I can pray for those who need special prayer, maybe for healing. And I would put those under that category. Now, it's important for you to know, I do not pray for all these things every day. I may not pray for them all every week. They are simply arrows in the quiver that I can pull them out and use them to help me when I want to pray about those things. Now you need to find out what works for you. And as you fight through the technique, then you ultimately will get into the flow. Next week, we're going to talk about your prayer language. Many people want to know about praying in the Spirit, praying in tongues. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about putting on your armor, how to do warfare. We're going to talk about prayer walking. We've got a lot of good things coming up. So as we continue our 21 days of prayer and fasting, go into this week with a real sense of victory because now you know about praise and worship, you know about confession, you know about personal prayer, you know about intercessory prayer. You do that and you are raising the bar in your prayer life to a new level. So we will see you tomorrow.